Hello everyone, this is Sir Ton and let's get started. The lesson for today is about relative molecular mass and relative formula mass. And by the end of this video, you should be able to define relative molecular mass and calculate relative molecular mass or relative formula mass of a substance. Now we've talked about relative atomic mass, but this time we'll be talking about relative molecular mass. The relative molecular mass, or M sub r, of a molecular substance is the average mass of one molecule of that element or compound compared to 1/12 of the mass of one carbon-12 atom. This statement is summarized in this equation. And as we can see here, since we're talking about the relative molecular mass of a molecular substance, this now refers to the average mass of one molecule of an element or a compound. And just like relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass is also a ratio and therefore it has no unit. But if we're talking about the molecular mass alone, then that's the time that it will have a unit, which is your atomic mass units, or U. Now, how do we calculate the relative molecular mass of a molecular substance? The relative molecular mass of a molecular substance is calculated by adding together the relative atomic masses of all atoms in its chemical formula. If we're talking about the relative atomic masses before, we are just simply looking for its average atomic mass in the periodic table. But this time, since we're talking about a molecule of an element or a compound, which is composed of two or more atoms of an element, then to get the relative molecular mass, we will be adding together the relative atomic masses of all atoms in its chemical formula. Now let's try to consider a carbon dioxide, which has a formula of CO2. As we can see in this chemical formula of carbon dioxide, it has two types of elements. The C stands for carbon and O stands for oxygen. And based from this chemical formula, we know that in CO2, there is only one carbon atom in this chemical formula, and because of the subscript 2 that you can see here, it means that we have two oxygen atoms in this chemical formula. The relative atomic mass of carbon is 12, and the relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Once you have identified the number of atoms in the chemical formula and its relative atomic mass based from the periodic table, we will multiply them to get the relative atomic mass of atoms in the substance. So we have one carbon atom, which is 1 times 12, which is equal to 12, and two oxygen atoms, which is 2 times 16 equals to 32. And to get the relative molecular mass of carbon dioxide, we are going to add together the relative atomic masses of all atoms in its chemical formula. And that refers to 12 from carbon and 32 from the oxygen equals to 44. And again, since this is relative molecular mass, we are not putting any unit here, simply 44. But if we're talking about molecular mass, then that's the time that we are going to write it as 44 units, or atomic mass units. Now, we have relative atomic mass, we have relative molecular mass, and this time we have relative formula mass. And what does it mean? Ionic compounds, just like sodium chloride, do not exist as molecules. The relative molecular mass of an ionic compound is accurately known as relative formula mass. So in a nutshell, relative molecular mass is a term used for those molecules or for those substances that exist as molecules or covalent compounds. On the other hand, relative formula mass is used for those compounds or substances that exist as an ionic compound. And just like the relative molecular mass, relative formula mass is given the symbol m sub r and still it has no unit. And to solve for relative formula mass, it is calculated exactly the same way as relative molecular mass. Now, let's have some sample exercises. Calculate the formula mass of ammonium nitrate. Now, in this exercise, the first thing that we need to do is to write the formula for ammonium nitrate. In writing the formula of an ionic compound, the cation always comes first, and then followed by your anion. So as we can see here, ammonium ion has a symbol of NH4 positive. On the other hand, nitrate ion has a symbol of NO3 negative. And when ammonium ion and nitrate ion forms an ionic compound, which we call ammonium nitrate, it will have a chemical formula of NH4NO3. Now, we have to count up the atoms of each element in NH4NO3 or ammonium nitrate. As we can see, we have 2 nitrogen atoms. We also have 4 hydrogen atoms. And we have 3 oxygen atoms. Now, the next step is to multiply the number of atoms by its relative atomic mass. Let's start with nitrogen. So 2 nitrogen atoms multiplied by its relative atomic mass, which is 14.007, this is equal to 28.014. On the other hand, for our hydrogen atoms, we have 4 times 1.008. This is equal to 4.032. And lastly, for our oxygen atoms, we'll write 3 times 15.999 equals 47.997. And the last step is to add all relative atomic masses. So 28.014 plus 4.032 plus 47.997 equals 80.043. And since the problem asks for the formula mass of ammonium nitrate, it doesn't have the term relative. Therefore, we have to use U. Therefore, the formula mass of ammonium nitrate is 80.043 units or atomic mass units. Now, you can pause the video and try to answer our practice exercise number 1. In summary, the relative molecular mass, or m sub r, of a molecular substance is the average mass of one molecule of an element or a compound compared to 1/12 of the mass of one carbon atom, or carbon-12 atom. The relative molecular mass of a molecular substance is the sum of the relative atomic masses of all atoms in the substance. The relative formula mass of an ionic compound is the sum of the relative atomic masses of all atoms in the formula of the compound. That's it for now, and see you on our next video.